Once again, this is George Boss Ryan. I'm down here in Valdosta, Georgia. If you can't see my face, it don't matter about my face. What's important is the place. The place is that we're in Valdosta, Georgia. We're among people. We're among some beautiful sisters who are doing something down here, trying to get something started for the betterment of their community and their families. And this is what it's all about. We got to learn how to come together and appreciate each other. I've always said we got to turn away from the drugs. We got to turn away from the alcohol. We got to turn away from the guns. We got to learn to embrace each other. And you cannot embrace each other if you don't understand your history. So we as Black African Americans must study that our ancestors built the pyramids in Egypt. That's not boasting, that's a matter of record. King Khufu was a Black African American. Not African American, he was a Black African. And what he did is built the first pyramid that was ever constructed. And so you need to know that, and you need to tell your children about it. You need to tell your children about Imhotep. And so what I came out here today to do was just to record them. And after getting here, the young lady told me, one of them, said, aren't you the one that was at what, Bethel Church? Recording, and it was true, I was. Now, so as them remembering me, because I didn't remember them, maybe I'm too old. But anyway, but after doing that, and then they mentioned that one of the equipment team, which name was Natasha. And I was at her funeral, and they remembered me recording. And so what I did is that I gave them a copy of the DVD, along with when the Representative Tyrone Brooks and Miss Helen, members of G.B.R, David Lucas, and of course I said Helen Butler. They came from Atlanta, Macon, Savannah, all in support of the Equipment 10. However, we all know that the Equipment 10 are not even getting the news coverage that they need. What they are getting is sound bites. But they won't tell the cutting edge story about the Equipment 10. But I just want to say to you, in this particular clip, I'm glad to see these sisters out here on the street taking their time. And it's hot out here, y'all. But this is what it's all about. When we can see beyond ourselves, when we can see beyond, as I said in my radio broadcast this morning, beyond our individual denominations. If you're a Muslim, if you're a Jew, hey, what about you? We all are one. Jesus and God ain't concerned about your denomination. God is concerned about the entire nation. So look at here. We're going to close this out. And since I cut this clip, anybody have anything they want to say?
We just want to say keep doing the great job that you're doing.
Okay, so come on with it again, sister.
We just want to say keep up the good work and continue to spread the word in the community. Amen.
All right, all of them say amen, and to that we're going to simply say amen as well. Once again, this is KVCI on the streets of Valdosta, Georgia, and this is indeed the word on the street. So whenever you all hear me say on my radio broadcast, do you have a copy of the word on the street? This is what we're talking about. As I walk my beat on the street, it's all about you. Bye-bye, we're gone.